Hey guys, Dean Graziosi. Welcome to Weekly Wisdom number 398. Yeah, I've been doing these for 398 weeks. I love it. It's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be here with you. Okay, I want to talk about the debate last night. I'm filming this on Tuesday. Last night was the first presidential debate with Clinton and Trump. And, you know, I have to be honest with you, I could only watch 10 minutes of it. I can't handle conflict. I can't handle when people insult each other. And I'm in a phase of my life. I hate when people live into their ego so much that they're not focusing on us anymore. They're focusing on them and if their past. And so here's what I want to share. What can we learn from that debate? That's what I want to talk about today. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat or you're confused like half of the country is right now, maybe more than half of the country. But what I want to talk about is what we can learn from that. Because I know this. What if they came out last night and didn't worry so much about themselves, their past, what went wrong, and whose fault is it? And they both just came out and said, hey, listen, I've said some really stupid things, I've done some stupid things, but really that doesn't matter. Where we are right now in America is here, and here's where I see going forward. Here's where I see the positive solutions are. Maybe it's good train wreck TV, it's more like reality show, but wouldn't you have loved to feel like someone's got you and their back? Okay, again, I'm not saying which or either side I care about, because I'm talking about you. You're the one that's most important to me. The lessons we can learn is what's important to me. So I want to share a story that I shared a couple weeks ago, but it makes sense to share it here. So let's park that debate on the side. If you saw it, great. If you're like me, you watched a couple minutes or none at all. It was just craziness to me. Okay, I shared a story with my dear friend who is a group leader of teens from 15 to 18-year-old boys. And him and a bunch of other dads, through their church, they take these kids away hiking and whitewater rafting, really awesome stuff. So all the kids bond before they go off to college and manhood and all that kind of stuff. Really great dude. He's got 7 children of his own. He's just awesome. But the reason I'm sharing this is because he takes kids whitewater rafting about 5 weeks ago up in Colorado. They get there, it rained a couple weeks before. The rapids were huge. So I guess rapids go from a 1 to a 5. You would know this if you whitewater raft. And they were 4s. The water was super high. And the guide, my buddy is nervous as heck. He's got 20 parents. He's got to be responsible for these kids. So the guide says, I've been doing this for a lot of years. I got this. So they get in the boat. They go about a mile down the stream. And as they're going, the guide says this. See my finger? This is called the positive point. I am going to point where we need to go at all times. When I point, you just paddle your butts off. You paddle your tails off to get where I'm pointing. Because I'm never going to point at the rock that could flip us over. I'm never going to point at the tree that fell down or the big, huge, rapid that could flip us over. Because if I point towards that stuff, unfortunately, you're going to take your eye off, you're going to look at it, we're going to run right into it. So boys, when I point, it's called the positive point, and that's where we're going to go. And isn't that a lesson that I wish that the 2 presidential candidates and the advice you want to give people in your life and the advice we need to take, we have to stop focusing on whose fault it is, why it went wrong, who screwed up, because we can't turn back time. Yesterday is gone. For yourself in your own life, for the presidential candidates, for everybody. What if we just said, this is where we are, we can't go backwards, but here's the positive point. This is where we need to go. This is how we're going to get there. And we focus all our energy on that. Guys, if we keep focusing as a country, or no matter where you're watching this world, if you focus on what could go wrong, if you focus on whose fault it is, you focus why you don't want it, what we focus on, what we think about becomes our reality in every circumstance. So I take that debate last night as a lesson. I hope you can do the same thing. I hope you can give yourself that advice, your family, your friends, your children, your parents, your grandchildren. The positive point. I know I think about that. And last week, I talked about this shift that I made on a whole nother level to lower what I appreciate, lower what I have gratitude for. So instead of waking up and having gratitude for the big things, which we all have, do you realize, and my buddy Trent Shelton said this at my event recently, 150,000 people die every single day. If you're watching this, you're not one of them. If I'm sharing this, I'm not one of them. I just found a way, especially in the last couple weeks, I kid you not, to wake up and find appreciation in everything. The sheets I'm sleeping on, the weather, whether it's raining or sunny, hot or cold, it's weather I get to have. Whether if it's traffic, I have a moment to sit. I just found a way, and I'm practicing every day to appreciate everything. And secondly, I have, for 2 weeks now, I haven't written my to-do list, which I do every day. It's part of my morning ritual. I write my get-to-do list. You know, this morning, I was tired as heck. I just got back. I spoke at Tony Robbins' Wealth Mastery over the weekend. Love those people. If you're Tony family, love you. I had such a good time at Wealth Mastery. Then I went and had some meetings, and I flew back late last night. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning. As soon as I opened my eyes, I started flooding myself with appreciation, and I said, I'm tired, but you know what? I get to go to the gym today. Not I have to go. I get to go. I get to go have a killer workout and start my day. I get to have 2 strong legs and arms. I get to have my family in the other room. Those 2 little shifts, those 3, this week, practice those 3. Practice the positive point, practice appreciating the little things again. I know I talked about it last week, and practice thinking about what you get to do each day. I know it's making a massive shift in my life, and I think about this stuff every single day. Guys, thank you so much for watching this Weekly Wisdoms week after week, 398 weeks. And also, I want to let you know, I'm only a week or 2 away from launching my brand new book, Millionaire Success Habits. I've taken almost the last 2 years to write it. It's the best book I've ever written. I truly believe it. I love it. It's my heart, my soul, and it's the habits to get you where you want to go. It's going to be on national TV soon with an interview I did with Larry King. It's going to be in bookstores, but I'm doing something pretty darn special for the DG family. When it is done, I'm going to buy some copies, maybe 5,000 copies or so, and I want to make them available to you for free. It's not available yet. I have no link, not pushing it anywhere, but soon I want to give those to you, but you got to do me a favor. Read it from cover to cover. Listen to it. I got the audio done. Listen to it, read it, use it, and do me a favor. Share the strategies with people. Get the hype going on this book. Best book I ever written. We need millions of people to have this information in their hands, and I'm going to count on my DG family to help it get out there. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for being here for another Weekly Wisdom. We're almost to 400 weeks. Imagine that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you real soon. Remember, positive point, appreciation, the little things, and what you get to do. Talk to you next week.